about anything, he will not respond. Cash and I are going to be running the department, so it's going to be busy.
Good, I like busy. Cash, I kind of worded it a little different through Chat GPT what you wrote to me to post. So it's up in general chat. No, anything along week reports. I use Chat GPT. Fuck that. I don't fucking I don't fucking hit no. I gotta use Chat GPT. Fuck that shit.
Cash, I think you should just take Chief, bro. Just to be honest with you. Bro, I'll tell you why you feeling that way though, Cash, because you didn't get to experience the whole entire ranking up shit. You went right from a vest to DFG, so you missed like some of the good parts, but that's exactly why, because you got burnt out too quick. I promise you that's what it is. That's exactly what the fuck happened to me, bro. I was a CG and shit, I got burned out. I'm like, fuck, and I didn't want to play this shit.
So let me ask you this. I don't know if you guys know, but who was he talking about last night? From people from Army, people from EMS were thinking about applying.
Bro, he's trying. I guarantee you, he's gonna apply for Chief though.
Yeah, I
Even
don't
if
know.
it's just
Like,
to be able to talk to people fucking 23 hours a day, it's gonna be him.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I give everybody a chance, but there's got to be a direction, and like they've got to take input from previous leadership. What's going to happen is when a new chief comes, if there isn't, when there's a new chief, if it's not one of you guys, what's going to happen is everybody's going to retire right away. Just not give it a chance. Like everyone's got to give something a chance. If it's not, if you don't see the direction, then and it's not working the way you think, then retire. But I always believe in giving somebody the chance, for new leadership without just don't give up. But that's just me.
Nice guy. I've been here for a fucking year, bro. Literally in 4 days will be a year for me playing this game in this department, and I'm just burnt out, dude. I'm
Well,
just
yeah,
tired of like a lot of shit.
And
that's
then you
how.
have to think about it. And then you have to think about it, nice guy. It's not just a random person. The people that we are talking about, or that Cash, Ezel, or Chief are talking about, is people that they've been known, that know what they do, whether it's on the grimy shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's not people that they don't know that's applying, you know what I'm saying? They know these people's motives already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say, for example, if Andy was to apply again, we already know what the fuck he's about.
Well, from my suggestions, I really just hope they don't bring somebody from like another country. I don't care if they bring somebody
I
from a
was
different
just gonna
state.
say that, nice guy. They're not going to. I can tell you right now that that's not what's gonna happen, bro. If Cash or I don't get it, or they can't find someone suitable, like a
Mm,
real suitable person from this server, it's going to be from somebody from out of the country, bro. That's what the admins already said.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. But here's the thing where you kind of look at my point. They tried that with the EMS, and look what happened. They gotta understand like the faction won't run correctly because of one of the time zone change, two of the language barrier, and three you won't have any idea what's going on because they don't speak you can't understand them. Like they'll never be on when every other officer's on. This server is most active at night in the North American time. If you bring somebody, say, from Europe or God forbid Africa, um, the server's going to be dead when it's their time at night. Like it's just going to be absolutely dead. I know they want the direction they want, but it failed. It failed in the past with Bruce when they did that. It didn't work because the time zone was different. The just the leadership part of it is, And personally, I think it would be a bad idea because they'd be basically starting completely over because you're going to have the faction against him because there's going to be no direction. Because they have to rebuild and restructure everything. And to me, I don't think that would be the greatest idea.
I just don't know if I want to do 3 more months of
Well,
even more than I do now. Like, I was gonna talk to you about that today, actually, Cash.
um, yeah, I mean, what's the reason? Just because he wasn't active last week, or?
He's been inactive for like fucking 10 days or more, dude. Like, it really on some real shit.
He should have been gone by then.
Well,
Yeah, but he had some. He was moving houses and shit. But even when he does come online, he really don't be doing shit. Like, as far as the LTG position goes.
So can I
Just
give?
like Prince, it's just needs of the department, bro. It's just
Don't even get me started with that one. But um, but can I? Here's a suggestion. So they're not. What I feel like the suits need to also accomplish is I think the suits need to be the head of those departments, not so much colonels invested. Because if they're the heads of those departments, it really gives them more something to do. For example, like it would give them something more to do. And if that's the, as an LT, maybe that's part of their duty. Like main goal, of their duty is to make sure. Well, I get they're already supposed to do that, but make it more, I guess, clear. And that's why I'm going to hold a department meeting probably tomorrow of all the
so
top.
nice guy. I'm not trying to cut you off, but listen, the duties of an LTG, right, are specifically to make sure that the MGs and everyone below that are doing their job, which means departmental like supervision over all departments.
In the MG meeting tonight to go over that.
See, the MGs are just in the units to be the supervisors and make sure it's going on, but the LTG's position is to literally be the supervisors for everyone below them. So that means departmental supervision as well.
Well, that's where I'm not going to get into this one, but I've already written to Cash about this, but that's why we're also having a generals meeting tonight. I'm going to institute every Monday after Meet the Faction. We're going to have a generals meeting for an update. Whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't care. But we're going to have it's going to be standard, and then every week we're going to have a department meeting for individual departments, the top two rankings of each department, heat, or whatever you want to call it, SCU, whatever you want to call it, SWAT, dispatch, and we're all going to meet together and discuss the goals for the week, what everyone has planned, what they want to get planned, what they want to do, and every week we're going to meet at the department. So generals will have a meeting, the departments will have a meeting with me every week, and then we would make sure it's done every week. Every Monday we're going to do generals. I think every Tuesday we're going to do the departments. Like it's just how it's going to be done. And if you can't make those meetings, you need to have somebody there in a high ranking to represent the department.
As far as And as far as what I formulated, what I'm gonna be doing as far as my position is, I'll be monitoring the activities of each unit. I kind of want each head of that unit to send me a report so that way I can concoct mines to send the nice guy, and the nice guy can concoct his shit and send it to the upper levels. Yeah, I think that's how it should.
I want to add to that a little. I think that honestly, if you guys are okay with this, if we can do it, I think that would be actually a good form to make, so we don't have to keep on sending messages to each other. It's kind of like maybe. I mean, is that possible where others can't see it? Okay, you got a point. But I mean, I don't know. That might be easier for what to correlate those, ranking those things instead of just, you know,
You
I
guys,
don't know.
do you guys know why that there's 3 spots for LTG and 2 for CG? You guys know why that is? Because there's a reason for it.
Well, because it's people, it's for leadership who stand out, who can lead a department if something happens.
No, I mean that's a big part of it, nice guy, but that's not the whole part of it. So the reason there's 2 CGs, right, is because they handle the shit coming down from DFGs and chief, but they also take everything that's coming up, right? So 2 CGs should be able to handle it because by the time it gets to the 3 LTGs, right, the 3 LTGs, they supervise and they mediate everything from the CGs, and then on the other way they from everything coming up. So if there's 30 motherfucking MGs, right? That's 10 MGs per LTG to handle, which we don't have that right now. So we have literally, let's say 1 LTG because Murdoch don't do shit. So we got Jordan handling, I think it's 7 or 8 MGs right now. So we need another LTG to handle that. So everything that's going on, Jordan cannot handle all that himself, bro. Like there's no way he can handle all that himself. To be supervising every department, all the MG reports, everything that the MGs are required to do. Because I tell you right now, Jordan, they're not doing everything I mandated them to do. So that's a lot of work, bro. You're gonna be overworked.
I'm a,
You need someone to
well,
help
I'm
you.
already, well, I'm already knowing. I've been watching, and you know what I'm saying. I've been, talking to them. Like I talked to Lucifer last night about his department, see what his aim and goal is. Well, actually, I talked to him earlier today. I actually, nice guy, have a whole formatted, nice fucking report for you as far as my briefing last night, and it wasn't even a meeting; it was a briefing, but it's laid out and everything. Um, well, speaking of that, anyway, SCU, King, let me know what's going on with him. He's been active 2 days. Did he say anything to y'all? Because we've been.
Yeah, it's FedEx right now.
Okay, okay. That's all I needed to know. SCU is still on board with everything they're currently doing and shit like that. I ain't trying to get into too much detail because I'll send a report in, but it's still rocking and rolling. I believe that's really the only department as far as the training department, which is still doing its thing. Um, like I said, I just found out Lucifer, is back in Heat leading it. So, um, really, right now, it's just really at a stale right now. I mean, the departments, we're pretty much the only ones that's just active as far as a unit wise being active.
Jordan, if you look at what I put into the group chat that I have for all the MGs and shit this morning, uh, literally nobody is doing all of their duties as far as what the MG's duties are. Yes, people are doing body cam, and even then, there's only a handful that are doing that. I don't know. I don't know how many there is, but there's not all of them that's doing that shit. But if you look at
Ye-
what else they have to do, nobody's doing that.
ye-
So just by
Yeah, I
you
went.
supervising
I
that and
disagree.
making sure they're doing that,
Well, I
no,
disagree
I
with
don't
one of them.
disagree. Nice guy.
Yeah,
If
I
you
did.
look
I
at
did
what
see.
is mandated, what they
I
are supposed to be doing, you will
I
see that
did
they're
see
not
that
doing their jobs.
when I. Yeah, when I read that and I looked at that because I did.
Well,
I did read everything that was in there since I've been in there throughout, and I read it twice. Yeah, nice guy. Like them MGs, like the shit that's on there that he did. Because I'm like, when I read it, I'm like, God damn, boy, it's a lot. Half of that
It's
ain't
not
even
really
been
a
done,
lot
bro.
though.
And I'm on. Well, it's
Not if they
not, but half of
delegated.
that.
If they delegated, I mean,
They can't delegate it, nice guy. It is their duties as an MG. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't delegate your own duties out.
So let me ask you this:
I'm
Who
gonna-
do you actually feel? Who do you actually feel like as an MG right now that is fulfilling every last one of those duties on that list? I mean, just put a name out there right now. I'm talking about every last one of those duties on the list, not one that is missed.
I'll-
Have you even read the list of the MG duties, nice guy?
I'm pulling it back up.
It looks like a
Like,
lot, but it really isn't a lot. It really isn't.
like, yeah, I've been here a week and I haven't even fulfilled, so I know ain't nobody else fulfilled that shit.
Many people
Bro,
fulfilled
if
it
you
all,
literally
but I'm
spent an
telling you,
hour,
there's one that's standing out to me personally because he's been
who?
communicating with me, Dorn, but that's a different story.
Okay, and I agree to an extent. I fuck with Dorn. I agree he's a good general. But if we're really being honest with it, like if you look at everything, nobody's doing everything they're supposed to be doing. If they are, they're sure as fuck ain't posting no proof of it. So to me, that's you
I've
not doing
told
your
people
job. Like,
if there's nothing wrong with the body cam, put a reaction by it, and if there is, then put it in the MG chat. I'll review it and give my 2 cents.
nice guy. That's what I'm talking about. It's not just doing body cam reviews, bro. There's a lot more to it.
I know there's a lot more to it. I'm pulling it up. It's like, I get it.
If they literally spent an hour a day, you could get all those tasks done. Just 1 hour.
It's under announcements, right?
No. I'm
It's in
gonna
the major
add you to my
general.
chat.
Let me see.
It's actually in the major general chat, but I'm just gonna add you to my group chat so you can scroll to the top and look real quick. Hold on.
I just feel like people don't understand. Like, also, it gets frustrating because I don't know if people understand clearly like what the job description is. And I guess that's what frustrates me a lot because people are asking like how to become a general and this and that. I'm like, look, you've got to really stand out and if you, and come up with stuff. Like I always tell people, trainings are the best way to come up with stuff. If you come to a general with a training idea, that's going to make you stand out because they're going to give you the credit for it.
There, I added you, nice guy. You can go all the way to the top and look.
Good. I just need to look at it.
Because I tell you, it's not that much. Because guess what? Every time I was ever at MG, those were the duties as far as like literally besides checking the body cam footage, like with the 2 a day, everything else was the duties. Asking people about RP
Man, Cash,
rules and shit
ours
like,
is kind of low. We don't have like anything in our chat.
because your guys' jobs are much easier than an MG's job. It's really just to make sure that they're doing their job.
And paperwork, putting in a report.
It's literally not. That's why CG is like one of the most cush jobs in the department because you really don't have to do a whole lot except spread down information or relay information back up to the DFGs and shit. But the MGs are the workhorse of the department. That's why they're called workhorse of the department. That's why they have a lot. Like, and it prepares them for what you have to do when you get up to this level. I don't think it's unreasonable at all. Like, if I can do it, they can do it.
Would you count RP
My
Academy as
bad.
part of is RP Academy or RP Academy wouldn't be considered training, right?
Yes, it would. It's training. When
It
an
is
unbadged officer come in here, the first thing they got to go through is RP1 and 2, which teaches them the basic, structure of the department when it comes to arrest, knowing the rules, just the basic guidelines of everything. So it would be training. They're learning. Without it, they don't know shit.
Yeah, and plus they do it every day, like 6 days a week type shit, 5-6 days a week, and it's very tedious and meticulous type shit. And top of that, it is training. If Dorn wants to hold an additional training, that's good. And that's good fucking fuck's it called, bro? Where you take the lead without people telling you. Oh my god, what the fuck's it called? Not initiation. What the fuck's it called, bro? Where you take the lead without people telling you. What's it called?
Initiative.
AWOL.
Say it
Initiative.
again. Initiative. That's what I'm
Initiative.
saying. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Yeah,
Initiative.
that's good initiative, right? That's good initiative that shows good leadership skills type shit. Sorry, I had a fucking brain fart for a second, but I mean, it's not unreasonable. If I can do it, if Cash can do it, anybody can do that shit, bro. It's not an unreasonable ask.
I mean, this is not actually that bad. I mean, honestly, this isn't too bad. I mean, conduct spot checks and all subsidiary officers will conduct topics. I mean, obviously, that's something actually the department needs to work on is green zone rules.
Exactly.
Which I said last night. The body cams, I mean, I can. Well, here's the thing. I know one MG that's not doing anything, and I really, in my opinion, I don't even think he's being.
He's about to be not an MG, nice guy. I know who you're talking about. He's about to be a fucking colonel. And if he keeps it up, he's gonna be a fucking lieutenant. Like that's under control. But look, if I this is what I would do if I was an MG, right? Either when I get offline or when I get before I get online, I'm gonna go to Discord. I'm just gonna pick 2 body cams. I'm gonna review it. If I find it fucked up, I'm gonna make my assessment, send it up. Bam, that's done. When I get online, throughout whatever time I'm online, I'm gonna say, hey Jordan, send me your body cam from just any body cam from today. Bam, that's 1. Later in the day, you do it again. Bam, that's 2. And then you pull 2 people aside, or it could be the same people you just pulled body cam from, and say, yo, what's PD5? What's RP11? Bam, that's done. Like it's not that difficult, and people are just not doing it.
All right, since I got a better, since now I've got this, I'll make sure we get over this and this starts getting done because this is very, very reasonable.
So okay, so nice guy, I love that for you, but you have to make sure he's doing it, and then you make sure he's doing it, and then he makes sure they're doing it.
Well, I'm gonna go over this whole thing in the meeting tonight too. I'm gonna
I'll
have this in
type
my
shit.
meeting. And then that's how, see, I want to go over it so it's plain and clear, it's on body cam, and it says they can't say anything that they weren't told.
Nice guy. If you can review motherfucking 14 random body cam checks a day, they can fucking do. And anyways, it's good motherfucking information and educating themselves with the damn rules, because a lot of people don't know the PD rules, don't know RP rules type shit, right? So if you asking people every day or doing random body cam checks, you're like, damn, I need to have my body cam. I don't want to get caught without it. That eliminates the whole body cam issue. Like it's not unreasonable. And I don't understand why people are not doing it. And I tell them right now, I've told them twice now. I'm not going to tell them a third time. I'm going to start taking them out of their suit.
So when you review a body cam and it's good, do you either report it like we report one that's not good, or we just put our check?
If it's good, bro, just put your confirmation, your affirmative fucking emote on it and post it. That's it. Just put a thumbs up or whatever it is and post it. If it's negative, put your negative emote on it and say what's wrong with it, and then what the MGs are supposed to put what's wrong with it and what they think is the corrective action for it. And then it goes to you, and you either disagree or agree or put an amendment on it, and then you send it to nice guy. Like that's.
But if you look in the MG chat, you can see all the stuff that's been going on the past 2 days with body cams. People have been posting and doing, and what I've been saying and doing. You can kind of see.
Because I was just thinking when I do mine to post mine in the LTG chat, or just keep it in the MG chat.
I would probably just keep it in the MG chat if you wanted, so you don't. I mean, it's up to you, really. You can move it up to to take away all the traffic in the chat, and then do whatever. But you guys, I went on there this morning and I looked at how many body cams were posted since the 27th, and then how many mugshots. The same people who are posting mugshots are the only same people who post in body cams. There's like 5 of them.
Oh, I know.
which is crazy, bro. Which is fucking crazy to me because that's not even what I'm on. Yeah, because I'm honestly I'm done talking about this shit. I've said it fucking 75 times in the last week. I put it in writing. I told everyone where to go to find it. Like I can't do more of your job, bro. Then why are you even in the position if I'm doing your fucking job too? You know what I mean? Like I'm done talking about this shit. Yes.
I already
No, I
know
don't need
how.
no help. I gave him a fair chance at it. I gave him a fair fucking chance at it in a week to get it fixed and to get used to it. That's it. I'm done with it. I'm gonna start taking Mate's too.
Yeah, I already look. It's just plain and simple. I already got the topic. I've been sitting here, you know what I'm saying, formulating shit. Look, for these MGs, yes, in a sense, nice guy. Yeah, I think it should be, which they are anyway, but yeah, should be labeled to a unit, and then they should have like an assistant as far as a scarf or something like that, because they need to continue. It's like fucking Lucifer, right? He just became the head of Heat. That's gonna keep his ass occupied because you know he always getting into some shit. Now he has something to focus on. Me, I'm on his ass because I'm watching his units activity, growth and development. You know what I'm saying? Each MG out there, and it's not a handful of them, it's not a handful of units, you know what I'm saying? But each one should maintain that motherfucking unit, bro. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is coming through there and making sure they doing what the fuck they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Half of these MGs on here ain't doing shit. I'm not gonna get into Levi because we already know about that shit. He pops in when he pops in and leaves. You barely even see him like that. So he shouldn't even be in the suit if we really want to talk about removing anybody. You know what I'm saying? He should be the first one to go. I fucked with him, you know what I'm saying? He taught me everything in the beginning, the last lineup, but I'm always gonna stand firm at the end of the day. So he shouldn't even be in a suit. You know, fucking there was another one I was looking at. Eddie Glenn, he does his thing, you know what I'm saying? He cool as fuck. Um yeah, Eddie, he does his thing. I be on that night when he be doing this shit. Um
Actually, we being real, Eddie's about the only one that's doing close to what everything he's supposed to be doing.
exactly. He goes hard, I ain't gonna lie. He get about 6 to 7, maybe even 10 a day. He be going hard.
And about 50 fucking green tickets. But if Eddie were really to just do random fucking questions about PD and RP rules, I'd say he's good to go, bro, because he does pretty
What do
much
you
everything
think?
else.
What do y'all think? What do you think about? Does he had anything? What do you think about
No,
him
I
getting
would
active in the unit?
no because we don't have enough units right now. Like we only have what three because they're going to combine Heat with CIU or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot. His responsibility is managing the fucking body. I forgot what Bobby he tasked him with
It's,
managing the fucking body cams and shit.
on top of that, Eddie's not really looking to be a LTG. He's happy where he's at now. We could ask him, but at the same time, like Eddie's just here to make a rest, play the game type shit. I'm really surprised he even wanted to be an MG. We asked him a couple times, and then he finally said, "Fuck it, yeah, he'll do it." So I don't really know if he really even wants to be an LTG or if you gave him that position. If not saying he wouldn't do his job, but if he even wants to do that.
I mean, I spend more time on Discord now, just looking at shit
So
than anything.
so what? So in mind wise, since we're here, I mean, what other future MGs do y'all see making it? I mean, as if you look
Oh,
at
right
this
now,
fucking
Barrett. If Barrett keeps it up and does everything he's supposed to, I would say him. But he's just now a freshly new MG, so we can't speak on that. But Doran
I
is the
mean,
next one
I
up.
mean, my
Like,
bad. My bad. I mean, from Scarf going into entry level supervision.
oh shit,
Nobody.
Just nobody really, dude. Lucifer, maybe.
But again, like we keep, that's why when Lucifer was under me with Heat and everything, he stayed out of trouble. But as soon as he got into a suit and got off of Heat and started doing that whole other thing, that's when he started getting the shit. Lucifer, you got to keep Lucifer on with structure. If you can keep him on structure doing something, it keeps him out of trouble.
I'm
I
just
think
trying to
he's
figure
probably
out.
learned his lesson by now, but I don't want to speak too soon on him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out so that way I know when I approach these people that's leading these units, man, they doing what they got to do. Like the dispatch unit, I know she just. I mean, I've been hearing different things. Is she heading it or what? You know, I mean, because she
Look,
always comes. She's always saying that there's no communication with the leadership about her unit and shit, and like she always feels like she don't know. It always seems like she don't know what's going on.
Look, Cash called it, man. He said that take Lucifer's suit. He will get the fucking message, right? We took his suit. I feel like he got his message, but we'll just have to wait and see on that part if he's up to the task of the MG role because it is a lot of work. Not saying he won't do it. He's a good ass officer. He's about the department and shit. So that's one to keep an eye on. But as far as that goes, nobody else is ready, bro. Like nobody. Tony, absolutely not, bro. Tony's still struggling to be even an officer.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the thing. Like, they're not, if you look at some of these body cams, they're not even putting in charges correctly. They're not, like I explained last night, they're not even writing the description of the charge.
Basic shit that they ain't doing.
Like I was explaining yesterday, like there's two boxes, one to put the charge and one to put the description. People today are still posting it incorrectly. Like I'm like just almost want to go on vacation for a day and actually make a video on how to do this with Dorn, like to put charges on me so it's actually done correctly. I mean, I wish there was a way to do it where we can don't have to worry about the charges and they can get removed easily. But it's like,
see, another part of the MG role, Jordan, is to get these vested to where they're supposed to be MGs, and they're not doing that either.
do y'all feel like? Is timing when making an arrest and you putting down that 1.9 and then putting a description? I mean, because some of those charges have long ass descriptions.
you don't have to put the whole description. Okay, 1.12. All you gotta do is, Joe hit me while trying to handcuff him.
Are you talking about you talking about just a
You
regular
don't. Assault. There you
description,
go.
not the actual charge description?
1.9, gun in green zone. 3.4
Yeah,
driving on the wrong side of the road.
3.2 disobeying.
It's a one word answers. You don't have to like 2 word answers. You don't have to put a whole description.
Bro, 3.4, I just put traffic via. 1.9,
Okay, yeah.
gun and open. Fucking 112, assault or assault on PD. Or, you don't have to put fucking
1.5
whole
attempt
goddamn
theft.
RP scenario.
Okay.
That's what people don't understand. You don't have to put a freaking story in there.
Okay.
It's just literally.
2.5, just put murder threat. Like,
Nah, because it was
MUR
one.
threat.
Yeah, because it was the reason why I asked, because it was one I posted. It was a while back when I first started, and I put out the whole goddamn description of one charge.
Nah, you don't even need to do shit. As long as it can get communicated through to whoever's looking at it, the suspect, like, that's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but people are just putting 3.6 and they're not even putting it in the right spot.
Or 3.2.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple of fucking videos like that where they putting it in the wrong spot and shit.
And that's why whenever this thing yesterday with Dorn, this whole thing in that meeting, and I don't know how else to do it unless I literally go on vacation, make a video on this stupid thing, and post it. But I have a feeling nobody's gonna watch it.
Well, then that's a PD-12, bro.
I often say I watch everything.
PD-12, man. See, people saying I like to get people dismissed. That's not true, bro. I just want you to follow the fucking procedures and the rules that we put in place. It's not that hard.
Only reason I'm gonna give y'all, I'm gonna give y'all an honest opinion. I'm gonna give y'all an honest opinion to why. Or it ain't even an opinion. a reason why I took upon the position and wanted to, because I feel like HP taught me a sense of motherfucking leadership and how to do this shit, even though it's different.
That's where I came
Yeah,
about.
even though it's different, like it's taught me a lot of de-escalation, how to de-escalate problems. You know what I'm saying? Being a rank 7, it's taught me Discord structure, how to do things, the paperwork, how to audit people and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit here with me doing this shit, it's nothing, bro. That's why I always keep saying I love the Discord paperwork shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just me. Some people are different. Some people are not cut out for that because it's too much. You want the suit, but you don't want to do the paperwork.
Yep. And when I wanted to become a white coat, I literally went to Gildo and said, "What do I have to do to become a white coat?" He's like, "Stand out on Discord. Get familiar with Discord and make yourself stand out." I did every fucking macro and rank up training I could when I was
I mean, I mean, I
a
can see it, bro. Like when I be looking at these MGs, I can see it, bro. Like you want to be an MG, but then after a couple of days or a week, and you have to start doing that paperwork and shit, and that percentage of you playing the game starts to drop because when I told Lucifer, yeah, I felt the shit when I first got the suit, the percentage of the game starts to drop because now your focus starts to pay attention to more of Discord because the responsibilities get heavier and heavier, so your game time goes down.
I can't tell you the last arrest I did. I can't honestly tell you. I barely left this building this week.
I want to say I think you the last time you made an arrest shit was some odd what
Bro,
week
you
ago or
know,
so. I be looking at some shit.
hey, you want to know something? 2 terms ago, or Chino's term, bro. If you were MG or higher, you didn't. It was mandated that you did not leave this fucking department, bro. You had to stay here.
Yeah. See, that's what they tried to implement at HP. Every time you retire, once you get in that white coat, you try to retire. It's denied. That's why it took me so long to get over here. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to work some shit out. Then the whole thing with Bruce happened with him leaving some bullshit, him snatching people's scrubs and shit and not documenting. We had a whole list Bubbles had sent him and shit. He had like 20 people on there with no documentation to the reason why. He had a whole 2 week backlog of shit he ain't documented shit. You know what I'm saying? That paperwork shit be serious.
We were actually trying to get him removed before he tried removing the DCPs, and
See, I
it
knew I
backfired.
wouldn't. I knew as long as Gildo was there, I know some people fuck with him. I knew I wasn't gonna make DCP because I always put his ass out there. I was a threat because I wasn't finna sit here and be led by somebody and get dictated every meeting and then turn around. I catch your ass sliding with gang members and shit at night. I got body footage and shit of this shit.
I don't know. I can't speak bad about Gildo. Gildo taught me everything
Man,
about
I will.
being.
I swear to God, I will send you a motherfucking. I will find this video and send you this shit. And you. I mean, between you, whatever y'all relationship is, y'all relationship. But I know it was some salt between me and him when I was in there because the nigga I wasn't standing for it. You not finna sit here and dictate, and you doing shit too, bro. I seen you.
Hey, me and Gildo had our own shit for over 6 months where I hated that motherfucker, but we squashed it. You know, when I became DFG and he's head of, DFG of a fucking or DCP of HP, we squashed that shit. But yeah, I had some real salt towards him, bro.
Nice guy. Let me ask you, when you retire, right? What is the introduction, or what is the former retirement verbiage that they give you before you leave? Now, quote me if I'm wrong. When you put that retirement up there, they ask you why you want to retire. Are you sure you want to retire? Some of them might even try to fight for you to stay, knowing that you do good work. And then they ask you if this really what you want to do. Go to flow one. Am I correct?
So when when I see somebody retire, we would put in the chat, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yes." Okay, then they're retired.
Okay, if they're on the second floor, they tell you to go to floor one so they can retire you because if you're on floor two, you're gonna have to respond. You're gonna have to die to
Right.
go to floor one. Okay, nigga, I didn't even get a formal I didn't even get a verbiage, nothing. The minute I dropped the retirement, I didn't even get a chance to get off of floor two, and Gildo was up there. The minute I said that shit was snatched off my back so goddamn fast, it wasn't even funny. You know what I'm saying?
Gildo's,
So I
yeah,
already
but
knew.
that's how Gildo is. You know, that's
Man,
how
I
good it
watch
was.
everybody that he's retired, he's asked them and sat there and had a conversation with him. When it came to me, nigga, my ass was gone.
But here's the thing: when Claudius took over, it was a shit show because three Britt was caught in the middle of the DCP drama.
I
She
know
was
about Bonnie.
pregnant, and then Louis and Bonnie they didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and
I knew, I knew,
Claudius
I
was
knew, I knew, I knew everything. I knew everything that you knew before I got rank 7. I knew everything at a purpose scrub because of the way I carried myself in the department. That's why, you know what I'm saying,
So
Cash and them. If I,
let me tell you the backstory. There's a lot of shit that people don't know that happened. So when that's why Claudius gave up with the thing and said fuck it. But then when he got
I know
banned,
about that. I
when
know
he got
about that.
banned,
There was some IRL
um,
with the Bonnie shit. There was some IRL shit. I know about that shit. It even led to
now